Hey, what's up, guys? Recently, I bought a base control glasses from Taobao.com. I really like base control glasses. Their glasses are usually very lightweight, stylish, and looks pretty good on me. And recently, I just bought this one guy from Taobao.com. And technically, in mainland China, there are no other accessible sites or listings that I can get my hands on. So basically, there are only two sites. One is Taobao.com and the other is JD.com. And I couldn't find any other listings on these two sites, so I only found one. And it also seems that I really like base control glasses, so I just bought one off of the listing, the only listing they got on Taobao.com. And this is the one that I got eventually. What's interesting about this case is something that I will review a little bit later in the video. Base Control is a Japanese fashion brand that was very popular during, I would say, 2008 to 2012, 2014. In that period, this fashion brand was pretty popular in terms of its apparels. The glasses, for example, is very, very popular. And I copped one at the time, and I used the glasses for 7 to 8 years. It's a pretty damn good glasses. It's lightweight, stylish, and looks good. It just looks good. And for this case specifically, I bought it. I remember like the original one. I bought it for like maybe 40 to 50 bucks USD, and in Chinese yuan it's like 300, around 300 or 400 CNY. So the brand was a very popular brand. They produced clothings and other apparels like glasses, also shirts, pants, and all that stuff. However, I believe Base Control right now, as of 2024, has stopped its manufacturing, or at the very least, I don't think the brand exists in the mainstream anymore. And I believe a lot of its products has stopped manufactured, maybe a long time ago. Inside the Base Control glass case, this is all the components we have on the table. So first, we have the Base Control glass case, and then the Base Control glass frame, and also the wiping cloth, this one, and most importantly, the product labels. Just from the outside of it, all of this looks very new and very clean. Even the product labels here, it even has the price tag here, which is 3,900 Japanese yen, or 3,900 Japanese yen plus tax. Everything here looks almost perfect. Everything here with the also it looks pretty new. And we got the glasses here. However, with all of its fancy packaging and all that marketing stuff, unfortunately, this one is a fake one. Initially, I didn't think of it as a fake product. I thought I bought the genuine one. However, after some meticulous inspection and investigation, I found out that the one that I bought off of Taobao is actually a fake. As you can see, with all the name tags, the product labels, and also the product itself, the glass frame, and also the wiping cloth, they look pretty fucking real, and they look really genuine. But even though that is the case, it is still a fake. How did I find out that this one I bought here is a fake one? Okay, check this out. In front of you are two completely identical glass cases. I'll let you take a guess. Which one is the fake one? This one or this one? Well, the answer is this one is the fake one. How did I spot this? Well, it's easy. Beforehand, I gotta tell you, my glass frame of the original base control glass, it was already lost. I've lost it somewhere else, maybe in the universe or in the space. I don't know. I can't find it anymore. However, there's still a really strong telltale sign of why this one is the fake one. There are a couple details. Even though the seller has disguised or masqueraded it, and maybe the word is that masquerade, but I believe the seller has done an incredibly great job of faking the original product. Even though that is the case, I still found signs that this one is the fake one. And let me tell you why. So, reason number one, why the one I bought off of Taobao is a fake one. Reflection. What reflection? The glass case's reflection. When you try to shine the fake case's reflection from the original case, as you can see, the surface of the fake case, as you can see from this white little mess here, which is the original box's logo, the fake case, like its texture, cannot reflect as high definition as the original one or the genuine one. It is unclear, blurry, and you can only see like a white, it's just a bunch of white stains over this fake case. So let's switch to the real one. Mind you, the real one case has been used for at least 8 years or 7 years. I bought this case originally for $40 USD. The case has been used for 8 years and it still stands firmly, even though with all the scratches, as you can see from the surface outside. For some strange reason, it still stands the test of time. So let's see what happens when we try to shine the fake case's text over to the original one. So when I try to shine the fake case to the original case, the reflection here, as you can see, there's the logo is here, and let's take a look at the reflection. You can actually see the clear logo. You can see the logo, the high definition, a very clear picture of the logo reflection. In the reverse, you try to shine this to the fake case, you can't see anything. You cannot see anything other than the fact that it's just a white stain or white spots over here. The second telltale sign is how the box or the case is made. If you check the inside, just from the look of it, this case is no different from the original one. However, if you ripped out this inner membrane of the case, and you will very soon find out that, okay, this case is in actuality a fake one, not the original one. So as you can see, when this case is being ripped open, the case looks just like a mess, basically. Well, first, it's rusty, right? It's apparently rusted with the red, this is rust. This red kind of, red rust. And as you can see here, it's also the kind of the rust, the rust spots, I guess, compared to the original one, which is this one. Mind you, this case has been used for 8 years. And even after 8 years, the case still looks it doesn't look very good, but it's not rusted. Okay, it is not rusted. Okay, it's still made by steel. And if you hear the sound of it, maybe not steel, some kind of aluminum. I don't know, but it looks fine, and it's not rusted. The stain here is actually the glue, not the rust. And in terms of rust, okay, so rust happens when there is oxygen. Okay, when oxygen gets contact with metal, it will get rusted. However, this case has been used for 8 years. Not a single rust happened here. And it tells me enough about the quality of this case. They definitely put some effort in the actual materials into making this case. And if after 8 years, all the oxidization or the oxidation, whatever you call it, didn't really get to it, then it makes no sense that a case that I bought just now should have just been rusted. It makes no sense. From the seller's original words, this case has just been out of the inventory. It's just been out of the warehouse. So technically, it was stored in a space that doesn't really have a lot of oxygen. Also, the fact that when it's stored in a warehouse or in inventory, it is supposed to be kept in pristine condition. However, how the hell did a brand new manufacturer, or maybe not brand new manufacturer, at least something that is being kept in inventory or in warehouse in good condition, rusted to this degree? It makes absolutely zero sense. If my original one, I've been using it for 8 years and it's been getting contact with oxygen for 8 years and it's not rusted, there's no reason for a case that lives in the warehouse that gets minimal oxygen exposure to get rusted this heavily and this severely. It makes absolutely zero sense, and it tells me enough that, okay, this is a fake one. The third telltale sign is this metal bar you can see here. It serves as the connection point for the two case, right? The two metal case outside. And if you look at this closely, it looks very, very crudely made. It's extremely crude. It almost looks like somebody manually used a hammer to hammer down all these pins here. And it looks very, very ugly. Let's compare to the original one. This is how the original one looks like. If you look at the metal bar here, all of these pins, I think each line has about 8 pins, and this side has 8 pins as well. It looks like a machine pressed down the pins. And also, if you look at the two bars, the two middle bars here, it is also actually compressed or bent, which isn't seen on the fake one. This is what the fake one looks like. If you look at the pins here, right, it looks all manually bent or using a hammer to bend the pin out of shape and to kind of bind it to the metal casing. And if you look at the two middle bars here, they're not bent at all. They're not pressed. And also, this one only has 3 pins, and it lacks one in the middle. And this side is the same, exactly the same as well. 3 pins, lacks one, and the other side, exactly the same. And the biggest problem is with the pins being manually pressed. It looks really ugly. It looks crude. It doesn't look like something out of a factory or it is manufactured. This looks like somebody made it with hands. So this is a strong telltale sign that I bought a fake thing off of Taobao. If you look at the product labels here, it looks almost real and genuine. Everything about this label, it looks so real. Initially, I thought this was the real one, a genuine one, because if you look at how they made this stuff, it looks so freaking real. Every single thing about it, the brand tag name, the logo design, and all these things. But well, we know that, of course, these texts can be printed, and if you are a really, really good faker, you can make seriously high-end fake that looks exactly identical to the original one. But I just don't. Man, these guys this is some incredible shit. The the name tags and the product labels here looks exactly like the original one. Even these little things here, like the little details, and this looks like it's bought from Japan and it's being imported into China, and then you got this like made in China, kind of like this little text here, and it looks really real, like super real, but it's fake. So another thing about that this is a fake one is that well, if you only look at the logo being carved onto like a one onto one leg of the glass frame here, it looks really genuine, incredibly genuine, honestly. You probably can't find another one that looks this genuine. The one is actually this one here that you can see. I think they soldered the like the leg to the eyes here, as you can see, like this thing here looks really crudely made. It's not being like stick to it like really clean, and yeah, it's pretty fake. And the other one is actually what you can see here, that it's also like the other side of it, it's been soldered onto the eyes here, and it's not clean. It doesn't look clean. You can see that gray little thing there, the gray little line, that's being soldered. The trace of being soldered onto, this glass frame here. It is not cleanly manufactured. It's a fake frame, but I gotta say, this is some top notch, like some absolutely top notch fakery here. It's high end fake. It's something that you can't even catch. Like, if you're not careful enough, you wouldn't think that this is a fake glass frame. There's no way. It looks too real. Okay, so there's a couple of points I want to make clear here. Is that when I found the listing on Taobao, there was only one single listing of all site. And on JD.com, there's no listing at all. This one listing costs about like 40 CNY, so it's like a fraction of the original price. However, the biggest thing isn't really the price itself, but the fact that the seller lied to me. In mainland China, you will need to be like very wary when people scam you or lie to you. This case in particular, I got scammed. How so? The seller lied that they were doing a cleanup of the inventory. So basically, he was saying something like he was cleaning up or clearing out the inventory, and he wanted to move things out. So he basically picked this glasses, and he was trying to do a sale of it basically. And I listened to this, and I thought, wait, is that actually true? If it's actually true and he's doing a inventory sale, then maybe that's the reason why the price is so low, so that, right, like the price being so low can be justified. And due to the fact that I cannot find any other listings anymore, like in mainland China, it's not accessible to me. There's only this one listing on Taobao. So I have only this one choice, this one fake fucking garbage choice. I did find base control glass cases or base control glasses from outside of China. They are being listed on sites that are that operate in Singapore or Malaysia and also Philippines. And I found them, but those sites are out of reach. You can't get it, and there's no way you can ship items or products from those sites to mainland China. It's just impossible. China right now is an isolated country. So anyway, so the first thing being, the seller lied to me, and also the second thing is that there were no other listings on the site that I could pick. The only food that you get is fake food, so you have no other food to eat from. So that's basically the case, and it's also like a really low price. But I got lied to, like got basically scanned that he said something. He was clearing out the inventory. I bought that shit. So I bought that crap, and it's pretty. It is pretty. I would say an unfortunate situation, an event, and I didn't expect to get scammed, but seems to be a common thing here in China. Also, my attitude towards selling fake stuff is that, well, nobody likes to be scammed, but I got a problem. If people lie to me, like, it gets me so angry every single time. Okay, here's the deal. I'm fine that you sell me a fake stuff, or I'm fine that you're selling me something that's high end fake. Fine, but I'd expect you to have the least courtesy to tell me that this is a fake product. It is not a real product. I absolutely hate it, and there's every single reason for me to be mad, and it's also justifiable that I absolutely hate it, and I'm angry that somebody outright lies to me that it's a genuine thing, and I gotta buy it because it's fucking genuine. I got a problem with that. If you're selling fake stuff, at the very least, tell me you're selling fake stuff. I can at least accept that and understand the fact that, that's why it's so cheap. However, I'm not cool when somebody sells me fake shit and claims that it is the real one. It makes people mad, and it's angering. Okay? It makes me angry. This is just straight unacceptable. Like, why is this? How can this possibly be acceptable? It's horseshit. So that's my attitude. I can't stand people lying to me, and specifically, you got the choice to not lie, and you can sell me the fake thing by claiming that this is actually a fake product, and I'll accept it. I'm not fine when you're clearly selling a fake thing, but you claim otherwise. That is disgusting. It's shady. Okay? It's duplicit. And this kind of garbage, it happens so common here in mainland China. So the final verdict is communist. It is fake, and it is communist. They make this kind of garbage things all day. I'm so goddamn annoyed by this. Just fuck off.